Hey, it's Paul. The light keeps turning. It is a Friday. I was wondering what to have for dinner, and I saw there were still some potatoes left in the bag of a sack of potatoes in the fridge, so I put them in the air fryer, and to speed up the cooking, I sliced them kind of thin so that it's much faster to cook. So instead of 40 minutes, hopefully it takes 20 minutes. We'll see. So I'm waiting right now for that. I wasn't even sure what the topic would be of this video. I just felt like recording and seeing what came out of my mouth. Lately I've been, or at least yesterday and today, I've been live streaming my playing F-Zero GX on my GameCube controller using Dolphin, the GameCube emulator, and that's been a lot of fun. And Night Yoshi, who joined yesterday, after I beat 2 cups yesterday, the Grand Prix cups that were really difficult, he donated or tipped $2 US for each cup win. So that was a really nice, generous surprise of nice of him to do that. That was a real bonus, like, dopamine boost when I won the cup, and I was like, oh, finally, after so many tries I did it. And then on top of that, he gives me the $2 tip each time. I was like, wow. that was really cool. So thank you, Night Yoshi. I don't know if you're gonna watch my videos from now on, but that was really nice of you. Thank you for that. The weather's really beautiful in Toronto right now, July 4th. Oh yeah, 4th of July. Today's the 4th of July for the United States. So happy 4th of July to those in the United States. And tomorrow onwards, July 5th onwards, we're gonna get a heat wave in Toronto again. Not as bad as the heat wave like a week ago. Yeah, that went up to like 37 degrees, 38 degrees Celsius, but I think this one will go up to 33 degrees and humid, so not as bad, but still hot. So I'm gonna be sweating in my room unless my desktop generates so much heat, man. It's like a furnace. My desktop is a furnace. So it's fine in the winter, it keeps my room warmer, but in the summer it just, so hot yesterday. Oh my gosh, my room was getting really sticky. So I've been not watching as much YouTube as I used to. I just checked my subscription page and I was watching like one video, but I look at the videos, I'm like, I don't really feel like watching any of them right now. So been taking a, you know what I have been doing instead? Asking AI all sorts of questions. I've been chatting more with AI than I have been watching YouTube videos. Just asking questions that I'm curious about, or different models of looking at reality. One of the things it was telling me was about non-dual idealism, which comes from Advaita Vedanta, which is a part of Hinduism, because Hinduism is like a vast library. Anyway, so I was asking it about non-dual idealism, and it was like hearing different things about it. So it was, that's an example of one of the things that I ask about. So yeah, it's been interesting just asking questions. There are times when I have tons and tons of questions, and times when I have 0 questions. So when I have those tons and tons of questions, I just ask away for hours on end. And also I've been reading my e-reader, my Kindle, The Anxious Generation by Jonathan Haidt, and that was pretty interesting. I'm just getting started on the book, but he makes a case for how Gen Z onwards is dealing with something that we've never seen before, which is going through adolescence with the smartphone and social media, and the absence of play. Yeah. And he defines exactly what play is, and interacting with other people and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's pretty fascinating. That's why I set up a poll. How anxious do you feel? What is your relationship with anxiety? And I did a poll to see how many of you who watch me deal with anxiety on maybe a daily or a non-daily basis. So learning more about how the generation after me, since I'm a millennial, how the generation after me is different from me. Learning about that is interesting, and I'm really glad that I didn't have smartphones until I was like in university or beyond. That really, there was a bit of social media, right? Facebook back in like 2000 whatever, mid to late 2000s, but that was nothing in comparison to like the constant Instagram pings and stories and reels and the short form content, and it's just it's different from how I grew up. So I'm thankful that I kind of didn't have to deal with that when I was growing up in my adolescence and a bit beyond. So yeah, that's been what's been going on with me lately, and I'm just wondering what to title this video. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Happy Friday if you're watching this on a Friday, but otherwise happy weekend. I'll see you in the next video. 1% better every day, baby.